when it comes to looking back at things that were pretty much retro that one can buy today, let's talk about them. Because, there's always something that one can get for the holiday season that, that is old can become new again for someone else. And number 10, I would have to say, would have to be...
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
To be a N64. Yes, I know what you're probably thinking. Well, yes, most people nowadays are probably playing things like, say, for the Nintendo Switch, or perhaps they were probably more interested in perhaps looking back at games for the GameCube. However, I still, when I was in college, a lot of people would, when game night would come on, they'd always bring their NESs or the SNES. A lot of people also brought in their N64s to play Smash Bros. Or other games. And heck, when it comes to the N64, it's still a game system that one could go back and think,
when I wanted something for my Nintendo 64, Zelda's great, Turok 2, South Park would be fine. How about Rogue Squadron? That game should be mine.
Make up for a lame Christmas. Get the hits you missed on N64.
Mom and Dad, I'm so sad.
This game appeared on this, whether it was GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, or, games that probably, you probably want your kids to play now, but then again, most kids are growing up playing things like, say, Call of Duty, so, not much difference, I suppose. Let's move on.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
Do you remember the Robo Sapien? Yes, the Robo Sapien. It was a robot that, you could use, like, a little, a remote control. You could dance. It could do, like, hey, I'm cool, I'm hip, and all that sort of things. It could talk. Its eyes would glow.
Robo Sapien X, the all-new updated humanoid robot with 67 functions and 4 programming modes, ready to carry out your every command.
I mean, I feel like it was probably a thing that I would have wanted growing up too, as well. And just looking at it and all that, it looks pretty cool. And heck, when you're thinking about it, robots are always cool. I don't know. I mean, I just think the idea of, getting a robot that you can remote control to scare the cats would be kind of fun. Let's move on to number 8.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
So, Lite-Brite. Yeah, I know what you're probably thinking, the Lite-Brite. Who would want that? Well, have you seen the things that you can make with Lite-Brite? Yes, I know that there are inserts, say, there was even at a time when you get inserts for Star Wars things, and you can make, say, a lit image.
Light bright, turn on the magic of colored lights. Light bright, make a face to glow at night.
Just pop in the colored pegs and follow the patterns. It's easy to make beautiful pictures with Lite-Brite, or create your favorite characters with Lite-Brite refills, like Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Tailspin, and The Little Mermaid.
Of a character and all that, like Yoda or Darth Vader or all that, it was always a fun thing that you could always do. I mean, yes, I know, it kind of helped give your mind something creative. It's almost like painting, but with lights. And, yeah, it makes me think I'd want to go back to it today, but be careful. You can actually get hurt with these things if you're not, because they do heat up.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
Really want to go back to let's go back to the 70s with Stretch Armstrong. And yes, I know, I think I grew up with Stretch Armstrong. I probably stretched him too far, and I think his arms kind of just got, ripped.
Stretch Armstrong. Yes, Stretch Armstrong. Now stretching fun farther than ever before. He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original shape.
I mean, yeah, like, say, yeah, his name's Stretch Armstrong, so you're supposed to make him stretch, but at the same time, like, you think about it, you gotta be careful, because, yeah, he will rip. And yeah, like, say, yeah, like, I think I had one growing up. I think I did. Like, looking back at, like, say, some older versions of it, it's just, like, say, yeah, this is kind of cool.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
I know a lot of people are probably, like, saying, yes, we can always have something like, say, like a Switch or other things on it to go. Or heck, you can always have your phone or a drawing pad. One thing I always think is still kind of, like, if I had one, I mean, yeah, I'd probably be playing it, but at the same time, I really wouldn't be, and eventually it would get tiring, but it would probably give a smile on my face, would be Etch-a-Sketch. And if you don't know what Etch-a-Sketch is a toy, basically, where, like, you can shake it, you can make images, you can draw things, you can draw bad words on it, and all that. It was always a fun little thing that one could get. I kind of liked it.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
Now, if we wanted to go into more detailed things, like, let's talk about the Star Wars, action figures. And I just probably think, like, say, the ones that were canon to, like, say, the films. Like, say, what was Return of the Jedi and all that. These were honestly pretty cool. Yes, they would have, like, say, some of them that would appear for the...
Listen, the explosive words and sounds of the Star Wars Comtech system. Imagine yourself in the movie.
I sense a disturbance in the Force. May the Force be with you. Use your instincts.
The films in the other films in the franchise, but it was always fun to, like, say what kind of characters that they could have made up. And honestly, they just, especially from the ads, they look like a lot of fun to go back to.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
And yes, like, say, let's talk about some computer games. Why not go back to not Fisher Price, but I know you probably don't remember them, or you probably do. I'm going to talk about Freddy Fish and Putt Putt. Freddy Fish and Putt Putt were basically, like, say, a computer game series that, yes, they were for young children, but even, like, today, they have their charm. I feel like, say, if someone gave this to me, I would find a way. You
gotta have them. Worm doodles. Squishy, squashy worm doodles in all your favorite flavors. Original, chocolate, sea cucumber, lemon, orange, red, and new fat-free. Grab them.
To play some Freddy Fish or some Putt Putt. Because, like, point-and-click games, they're always fun. They always give you a sense of, like, say, that bit of joy, that smile that goes across your face. Next, let's talk about...
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
So, I mean, and other little things that I feel like, say, it depends on the child as well, or it depends, like, say, what you'd want to get for them, because sometimes buying gifts for people is hard. But I will say, at this point, it is now old enough that you can actually say, hey, why don't we get this as a gift for someone with Uno.
Then now is the time for fun with Uno! It's as easy as matching colors or numbers. You like going backwards? Throw a reverse card. Bam!
And if you don't know, Uno is a card game series that one could play, and you'd either You know, you can play with your friends, you can play with others, and the goal was to either try to get a matching, like say, here's a number, or an equal number to that number, and like say, here, red, like say, red, 12, and then you'd have to have two numbers that would equal that. Yes, I know, it sounds something educational, but it's always...
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
And that's, why don't we talk about a thing that's always fun, no matter what age you are, Legos. I know, like, some people probably would say, like, Legos. Well, yes, my little cousins, they love Legos. They are only 12 and 11, but they have built, like, say, the biggest sets you'd ever seen. They have even built, like, say, Star Wars ones and all that, and it only takes them a few days to build them, and it's just, Lego is always something that you could, like, give anyone, and I'm sure they would have fun with it. Like, you know, they'd want you know, to have someone help them build it, but Lego is always something fun.
Just wait and see this Christmas vacation.
And let's look at our number one thing that we probably don't, that is probably great to look back at as like a retro gift for like probably kids or family or friends. I would say Furby.
What's that? Me up. It's my Furby. Furby loves you, love and touch. Tickle me.
Furby, the first Gigapet
Oh,
you pet.
Pet me.
Teach to say her name.
Me, Noodle.
Play games.
Peek-a-boo.
And love you back.
Uh-oh. Achoo. Your Furby sneezed. Achoo. And gave mine a cold. Furby loves you, love and touch. Me love you.
Furby, the Gigapet you really...
Yes, I know what you're probably thinking. Furby, you'd get this for an adult. You really got to figure out, like, say, hey, who is your market? Who are you actually getting this thing for? Are you getting this for a young child? Because, yes, they've brought back the Furby for, you know, like, giving it new looks and all that. But Furby, it's always something, like, you know, they either give you a laugh or something like that. But then again, think about it this way. A lot of people will buy Funko Pops and just put it on their shelves. But I'm thinking, like, say, if you actually got someone a Furby, that always would be something fun that they could just, like, say, good night, Watson, or something like that. And then you'd, like, say, yee, thank you, or something like that. I'm just saying Watson because that would just be a fun name to give to a Furby. But what is your favorite, gift that you've probably given someone, honestly? See you next time.